In August 2024, veteran market analysts watched their screens in disbelief. Anchors on major financial networks stumbled live on air trying to pronounce the name of a company that had just launched one of the boldest corporate takeover bids in modern history. The target was 7&I Holdings, the Japanese parent company behind 7-Eleven. The aggressor was not Amazon, it was not Walmart. It was a Canadian company that most people outside Quebec had never heard of. Alimentation Couche-Tard. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how a single convenience store in the suburbs of Montreal quietly grew into a global retail force powerful enough to shake boardrooms in Tokyo. Alain Bouchard did not come from money. His father's business failed, and Bouchard grew up understanding what financial ruin actually looks like. That experience shaped how he thought about spending, waste, and efficiency. When he opened his first convenience store in Laval, Quebec in 1980, he wasn't chasing some grand vision. He was solving a simple problem. People want to buy something quickly and leave. Clean stores, bright lighting, fast checkout, products placed where tired, rushing customers would actually see them. The goal was to get the customer in and out in under 3 minutes. That obsession with speed and simplicity became the foundation of everything Couche-Tard built. Cash from that first store funded a second. The second funded a third, but Bouchard quickly realized that opening stores one at a time was slow. There was a faster way to grow. Buy stores that were already struggling, strip out the waste, connect them to essential supply chain, and watch the profits climb. Independent shops across Quebec were running with bloated back-office costs and weak supplier relationships. Bouchard bought them, cleaned them up, and plugged them into a system. As Couche-Tard added more locations, its purchasing power grew. Lower costs meant higher margins. Higher margins funded more acquisitions. The machine kept feeding itself. By the early 2000s, Couche-Tard was generating serious cash. In 2003, the company made its move into the United States by acquiring Circle K, a Texas-based chain that had been through multiple ownership changes and was underperforming badly. Circle K gave Couche-Tard a large footprint across the American market almost overnight. But here is what made this acquisition different from most corporate takeovers. Couche-Tard did not send Canadian executives down to run American stores. They kept local management in place. They understood that a customer in Arizona has different habits and expectations than a customer in Montreal. Global financial strength combined with local knowledge turned out to be a serious competitive advantage. That decentralized model became the company's playbook going forward. The same formula crossed the Atlantic. Couche-Tard acquired the fuel and retail network of Norwegian company Statoil, gaining a foothold across Europe. Critics questioned whether a convenience store company had any business running fuel infrastructure across Scandinavia. Leadership ignored them. The acquisition followed the exact same pattern: buy an underperforming network, cut redundant overhead, and connect it to the supply chain. It worked again. Over time, the company faced a branding problem, operating under dozens of different names globally. The solution was to consolidate nearly everything outside Quebec under the Circle K name. Everywhere else, Circle K became the face of the empire. In 2017, the acquisition of CST Brands pushed that footprint even further across North America. Not every deal worked. In 2020, Couche-Tard went after Carrefour, one of France's biggest supermarket chains. The moment news of the bid leaked, the French government moved fast, framing it as a threat to national food security. The deal was blocked before it ever reached a formal bidding stage. Then came Caltex Australia, a multi-billion-dollar bid that fell apart when the economic chaos of the COVID-19 pandemic made it impossible to accurately value a large fuel network. Both failures stung, but they also revealed something important about Couche-Tard's ambition. This was a company swinging at targets that most people would never have dared to approach. Nothing illustrated that ambition more than August 2024. Couche-Tard submitted a proposal worth roughly $39 billion to acquire 7&I Holdings. The offer was rejected immediately. Couche-Tard came back with an even larger revised proposal. Japanese management, regulators, and the founding family all pushed back hard. The founding family assembled a group of Japanese banks to attempt a buyout that would keep the company in domestic hands. They argued that 7-Eleven stores function as emergency lifelines during natural disasters like earthquakes and typhoons, and that foreign control would put that at risk. After months of receiving almost no meaningful financial data during due diligence, Couche-Tard publicly criticized the 7&I board for failing to engage seriously. The deal collapsed. But the attempt itself rewrote the story of what this company is. Going from a single Quebec convenience store to attempting the largest foreign corporate takeover in Japanese history is not a small footnote. While those billion-dollar battles were playing out, Couche-Tard was also rebuilding what a convenience store actually does. Artificial intelligence now manages inventory across locations. Autonomous checkout removes the need for a cashier. A loyalty app tracks individual purchasing habits and delivers personalized offers to each customer. In parts of Europe, drivers can fill their tank and leave without ever touching a payment terminal. Cameras read the license plate and charge the linked account automatically. A partnership with the Too Good To Go app turns unsold food into discounted surprise bags before closing, recovering revenue from products that would otherwise be thrown away. The store is no longer just a place to buy coffee and fuel. It is becoming a data gathering and customer experience operation. Couche-Tard does not sell anything revolutionary. No proprietary technology, no exclusive product. What it sells is time. The customer does not want to spend 15 minutes hunting for a bottle of water. They want to walk in, grab it, pay, and leave. Couche-Tard built a machine worth approximately 45 billion Canadian dollars in market capitalization, operating over 14,000 locations globally as of 2023, around that one simple promise. One store in Laval, Quebec in 1980, then Circle K, then Statoil, then Carrefour, then Caltex Australia, then 7-Eleven. So what happens when the company that built its empire by buying everyone else finally runs out of companies to buy? If you want to follow stories like this one, subscribe to High Street Business.